Family Hearing Aid Center has been in the islands for over 30 years. We have 6 offices island-wide. We have helped hundreds and hundreds of families grow closer together. That's kind of what we're all about. That's why we've named our centers Family Hearing Aid Centers. We've changed the lives of everyone that we help. We change relationships. People grow close together. They start doing things, are active again in their life. When you lose your hearing, you lose the ability to communicate. And when you lose that, you lose the closeness to relationships, to those you're close to, especially those you're close to your, your friends, your social life. You kind of lose a part of yourself.
People were getting tired talking to me, and I was getting embarrassed. And I got to the part where I didn't even want to talk on the telephone. It was getting very difficult for me.
Because I have to have people look directly at me and be within 5 feet. Otherwise, I just do not understand what they're saying.
Every patient that we fit a hearing aid on says, I wish I'd have done this 20 years sooner. Unfortunately, most people wait so long, usually 7 to 10 years before correcting a hearing loss. And by then, it really has affected them very, very much. They begin to lose their ability of understanding speech, and their hearing diminishes, gets worse and worse. But most importantly, those relationships, even at work, people start withdrawing from meetings. They miscommunicate. It costs them a lot of money in the long run. So hearing is one of the most precious, I can't even put words to it anymore because I've had so many people come and tell me how by correcting their hearing loss, what it's changed in their life. It's just enormous.
Television is much better with hearing aid. I couldn't get along without it.
I feel so much better. I mean, I feel more self-confident.
I can hear in both ears with this equipment. It just makes it a lot easier to communicate with people.
People don't have to constantly repeat themselves, because when people repeat, they get tired of talking to you. And then my husband can be in the kitchen, and I can be in the living room, I could hear him. And I can be upstairs, I can hear the telephone. I mean, it has really made my life different. And I just happy. I'm very, very happy.
Anyone who feels they're missing conversation, and the best person to ask is who you're living with, the people that are close to you, because they're the ones that notice that they've said something to you and you didn't get it right, or they're having to repeat it several times. There's no specific age. Believe it or not, of the 36 million Americans that need hearing aids, that have a hearing loss that can be corrected with hearing aids, over half are below the age of 65. Now, typically, above the age of 65 is where most of our hearing aid wearers are, obviously. But we're seeing a younger and younger generation down into the 50s and 40s, especially the baby boomers, because they've been exposed to so much loud music, obviously, and loud sound. We put a motor on everything, even our toothbrushes. So we are just exposed to sound every day. I mean, enormous amounts. And a hearing loss is caused by a cumulative effect. So if you're just exposed to say above 85 decibel of sound, of any kind of sound, that's going to start hurting your ears. But the more that you're exposed to that level above that 85 decibel level, the more detriment it's going to be for your hearing. Everyone should have their hearing checked at least every 2 years. At least establish a baseline so you know what your hearing level is. And then if you see any deterioration from that, then you can make the decision when the right time is, and your hearing professional will help you to encourage you at the right time so that you're not going to lose your ability of understanding speech. And that's really what's real critical here. If you think you have a hearing loss, or you're not sure, come on in to any of our 6 offices, call for an appointment. We do a free hearing screening. It only takes a few minutes. We'll look inside your ear, we'll check it, make sure there's no wax blockage, and we'll do a free screening for you. We do that for everyone.
Coming here, it has a very, very friendly atmosphere. And the people are wonderful.
It was like family, it wasn't real hoity-toity. Everybody was down to earth.
And it's just something that you should do routinely, like I said before, about every 2 years. If you do have a hearing loss, what we have to help you correct your hearing loss, if you don't want anyone to see it, we can do that. It depends upon your lifestyle and what is important to you individually, and of course what you're involved in your environment and your working situation. But we have an instrumentation now to help almost any patient, and we can really customize something for each patient.
It really made a difference in me. I mean, I feel much more confident about myself, and then I'm just happy.
Please call us, Family Hearing Aid Center. Give us a call.